I ran a Google search for why are millennials so... It auto-filled the queries, so I could just hit go. Why are millennials so stupid? Why are millennials so rude? Why are millennials so selfish? Why are millennials so obsessed with food? Well, there you have it, the millennial problem. So clear and well-defined. Where's lazy and entitled? I guess they're between the lines. You see, they showed up from 1980 to the year 2004, give or take a few, depending on your source. So I'm an early millennial. They don't look like me. I'm generation something else. Generation we. I'm just like most Americans, intelligent and wise, humble, polite, thoughtful, kind. I don't take pictures of my food. That's not what food is for. I don't take pictures of myself. That's what strangers are there for. I'll take a tripod over a selfie stick. My iPod works with a wheel that clicks. I am not like them. Like pushing my lifeboat away from a full ship I believe to be sinking is some kind of moral victory. Like turning around to face the crowd somehow makes me better than the audience. Like a man can secede from a statistic he was born into? No. I guess I am a millennial. That explains the hipster mustache. But if I want to understand a generation, there's some questions I must ask. Why are millennials so disloyal? They hop from job to job. Maybe their dad worked 18 years for a company that called him 5 hours away to a surprise corporate mugging where they took his job, his title, his car, his pension, his hopes, his dreams in the name of corporate finance. Or maybe that's just me. Why are millennials so entitled? They think they own the place. Maybe they want to take charge because they're dying to make a difference. Because they want to take the world where it hasn't been before it falls apart. Want to stand up for who they are before they become who they aren't. Not because they deserve it, but because it's a challenge they were born to take on. Not because they don't care how things were back in the day, but because it's irrelevant to forward progress. But why can't millennials put down the damn phone? 50 years ago, the entire world didn't have access to the computing power I now hold in the palm of my hand, or the ability to reach 1 billion people with a tap, or all the books and all the publications and all the music and all the information. So for any time any of us growing up was told to do something productive or be more social, maybe it's about time we asked why we're still calling this a phone. How will millennials ever recover from a lifetime of meaningless trophies? Maybe we knew all along that everyone can't win, that we're not special just because a sticker said we are, that a box full of ribbons and plaques for participants and runners-up and third-string bench-riding nobodies isn't worth the cardboard it's rotting away in. I come to you today not as just a millennial, but as the co-founder of a company where 17 of them work. So when I sit down with my 16 millennial coworkers, and I know in my soul that you won't find a team as dedicated to each other, as matched in their focus, as passionate, as hungry. When I fall on my 16 millennial coworkers, and they don't just catch me, they hold me up higher than I've ever stood before. And when I stand in defense of my 16 millennial coworkers, the only question I can't answer for you is how anyone doubts this generation, backed into a corner by an economy decimated before our time, born into worldwide war, in a world choking on its own exhaust. We've already moved mountains, crushed boundaries, and transformed society, and we're barely 35. So here's another Google search. Why are millennials so hopeful in the face of sure defeat? Why are millennials so giving when we can barely afford to eat? Why are millennials so gracious, so caring, and so kind when they are the most hated generation in, well, at least a generation?